So you found yourself in the midst of the holiday shopping season, and you have a little bit of extra cash. Maybe in this case you have a lot. And you want some ideas to gift yourself or family member, and let's say you have $200. What set should you pick up? Well, I've got 9 options for you, with the best, saving the best for last. First set on the list is the Justifier, a set that was often slept on. That's 75323 for $170. Now it came in at a very steep price tag, with a hard pill to swallow for a lot of us, myself included. But now we have seen some up to $70. I'm seeing it for around $100 or less. Probably for holiday season, I expect it to be in the $130 to $120, and then it's also retiring at the end of the year, so this is going to be your last chance to kind of get it. It has a great selection of minifigures, including for the first time ever Todo 360, a very cool micro droid. I figure that is, not super expensive on the aftermarket, but I think a worthy minifigure to add to your collection. Next up we have 75288, and I don't put this down here because I hate it or anything like that. Like these sets are really hard to make. Justifier was always going to be at the end of the list, but putting the AT down there just feels wrong to me, but I can't justify putting it because I love so many of the other sets. Now maybe it's a little bit better than the gunship, and that's up for debate, so feel free to debate right down in the comments. But the AT 75288 for $170, just being a little bit of a more expensive set, is kind of why I put it down on the bottom. But again, it was really hard. I've kind of become more of a clone fan. I haven't really been collecting a lot of Empire era OG trilogy kind of stuff lately. If I had a lot of extra cash, I probably would be, but my focus is still clone. Anything Clone Boys, really, I love them. You can see right in front of me. I got the ATT, I got the gunship here, I got the Razor Crest, so some of the more modern stuff, but also some clones. But anyway, I digress, and really let's get back into the AT here. It's a great looking set. You got the Snowtrooper and the Snowtrooper battle packs out, so you can go ahead and fill that up. Again, it is going to be leaving the shelves, as I mentioned in the retirement video, which you're going to want to watch this video all the way to the end, and then click on that. But, it does have, a pretty good piece count. It's really not a bad set, and, for those Empire fans, even if you want to recreate the clone base on the AT-AT that happened in Rebels towards the end, you could do that by buying the set. There's not really much more. It's a massive set, and unfortunately I still don't own one, and I probably won't until the next one comes around, and maybe YouTube starts paying me and I can have some good YouTube money to buy all the Lego sets or get land. I don't know. But if you do have been like me and missed out on this set, I do encourage you to go ahead right down in the comments and click on that Amazon link and pick this set up for yourself. Not only will I earn a little bit of a kickback, you can pick it up for a pretty good sale. I've seen this for $135 or lower. We are coming in third is the Yavin 4 base. Now, these sets, like I've said all video long, this was a really hard list for me to make. Normally these were easy choices, but again, the Yavin 4 base, I think that micro Y-wing is a little bit of a knock against it. It has a great selection of minifigures. I think 15 minifigures for that 170 would have really saved the set for me, but again, having a couple, of the guards, you can this is a good chance to build up, since we don't have any available battle packs or anything like that, and the Rebel Guards, but you do get those exclusive Luke and Han in their celebration. Chewie doesn't, because he didn't get a medal in this. That being said, it's a good set. It's just not high on my list. 75257, which is the Millennium Falcon from Rise of Skywalker, but it looks very much like an original trilogy, and if you swap out the minifigure, it could be just that. It's not the Force Awakens, which had a different radar dish, but it is pretty similar. It does have that kitchen that was added in by Han according to the legends, and then it has the quad opening panels, which are a very good design. I think with a much improved design. I think for me it needed to be a hair taller. Other than that, a very good set to pick up for any. I think it's a classic set. It's a must-have in anyone's collection. So don't forget to check out the Amazon link on that one. we're gonna talk about this year's set, which is the 75354. And I'll put it in this middle because it's, it's not bad, it's not great either. I think the downsizing in this case really hurt a set like this. It should have been probably like 8 studs longer and like 2 studs higher, and that would save the build part. And then Fox is horribly misprinted, but can be upgraded by spending an extra $10 from various places, and I've got a couple of videos on that. But anyway, it did come with a couple shock troopers, which we'll be getting more of in 2024, as the rumors are saying. Yeah, it suffered from a lot, so it's kind of going in the middle of the list. I still think for 140, it's a good pickup, and I don't know what sales are going to be, but maybe it will get down to, the same price as the ATT, 111, maybe 88. I've seen some people see it as. To definitely don't let the inaccuracies stop you. I do think that picking it up and doing some upgrades and replacements is a good use of your money here. Next to that, we have 75364, which is the New Republic E-Wing versus Shin-Hati's Starfighter. This is a set I really like. It does come with a lot of your villains from Ahsoka. You have Balen Skull, played by Ray Stevenson, rest in peace. You also have Shin-Hati herself, because it is her Starfighter. You have the Captain Porter, which is the Republic, and you have Morgan Elsbeth. Now, Morgan Elsbeth, after seeing Ahsoka, should have come probably. Should have been a good opportunity to give her that Talzin sword, but I digress. Lego probably would have screwed it up and just given her a green lightsaber. But it's a good set for 2 people to kind of either do a build off or just kind of build together. I think it's a good set for the family, whether you're siblings or even I would even consider getting this for me and my wife. I think it's a good set where she can build one, I can build one, and can have fun with this. That would be a good option. I've heard people getting it for date night. Like it's a good set, and for all the young people out there, you can share it with a sibling or build both of them yourself. Almost to the end here though, but hey, so far, if you like this list, do you agree with this list? Let me know down in the comments. Smash the like button while you're there, and let's get into the last 3 on the list. We have the Razor Crest. This has been out for such a long time, it still holds up in this category of sets. I'm at $292. I still think that at full price, it packs a lot for its value. Now, it may not have as much as an ATT as far as minifigures go. It only has 5, but I think there are 5 excellent minifigures that really do not miss a beat. The Mandalorian is the best, or close to the best Mandalorian. Unfortunately, he just got beat out this year with Lego updated the Mandalorian design, but that early, all the figures are excellent. Brief Karga, maybe could use some printed legs, but there really isn't many flaws to this playscale set, in my personal opinion. The spring-loaded shooters are very hidden. If you don't like those, they don't stick out like a sore thumb. You have an excellent, probably a close best Scout Trooper, IG-11, Brief Karga, Baby Yoda, Grogu, and the Mandalorian, all for $140 with an excellent build that was a lot of fun to build. I'm almost sad that it's over for me because I love building it so much. And just the pre-Beskar Mandalorian here, this helmet is top notch compared to the Beskar version that ran from about 21 to 23. And with the new one, it does kind of beat that one out. More on that later. Now the next one on the list is probably my favorite set, which is the ATT. It is an excellent build. Now some of the minifigures I do have problems with, like the 212 Troopers, but a quick upgrade to running over to GCC and upgrading your helmets, about $250 a piece, which I made a video on. Watch it at the end here. Is a great way to upgrade your ATT, and the build is just spectacular. It does not miss a beat and needs very little upgrades, and it feels like a really complete build. And the last set on this list is 75357. This is another set, and I would argue that excluding UCS, this would be set of the year, a top 5 set for sure in 2023, which is the Ghost and Phantom 2. Retailing for it's $160. And I've seen it as low as $150 so far, and maybe we'll get some more holiday sales on it, get it to those, maybe like $130, $120. I'm hopeful. I don't hold me to that. because I'm not entirely sure whether that will actually happen. This is a set that I really want to pick up. I love the Ghost, I love Rebels. I'm more of a Clone Wars fan, but I still love the set, and I've wanted to add one to my shelf, but I'm not going to go out and pay over $1,000 for the 2015 one when this one is out on the shelf, and in my opinion, almost superior in a way because of how much interior space there is compared to the 2015 one, and you can really place the whole crew in there. Of course, the whole crew will cost you quite a penny to pick up. And this one is definitely going on my Christmas list. If I see some Black Friday sales, I might be picking this up. It just has so many great features, and it's only lacking that front loading area, which is an easy modification, I believe. I haven't really played around on it, so I don't really know. But let me know what you think. Would you agree with this list? Is the Ghost on the top of the list for the best set out of the under $200? I want to hear what you think right down in the comments. If you're new here, consider subscribing and joining the channel. And if you haven't already, smash that like button for me. It really helps me out. And all the videos I mentioned will be coming right up.